Hey everyone, and welcome to Making Sense. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I really appreciate you stopping by. And if this is your first time checking out the channel, welcome aboard. If you could do me a huge favor, click that subscribe button down below. Like, comment, and or share this video, that'd be greatly appreciated. Today, we're going to talk about the House of Mancera and the fragrance Instant Crush. Stay tuned. So, Instant Crush was launched in 2019 from the House of Mancera. Me personally, I really do like the way the bottles are made from Mancera. I like the heavy duty weight to them, the way they feel in your hand, and the way the cap gets really secure and snug on. The sprayer itself is really nice in my opinion as well. Now, it is a sweet fragrance. It is one that gets compared to fragrances like Baccarat Rouge 540, different things like that, especially that Baccarat Rouge comparison. Now, this also hasn't been extremely available and or easy to get in the United States within 2019. I personally did have one bottle, and I just recently got another bottle because these have started to become a little bit more available just in the last month or so. So the fragrance itself, the way it looks, here is the bottle. The beautiful little white label there, very clear, very easy to read. You have the size on there. And according to Fragrantica, the main accords are warm, spicy, citrus, woody, vanilla, rose. Let's see if I get the cap to work. The top notes are saffron, ginger, Sicilian bergamot, or something like that. Sicilian mandarin. Middle notes, the rest of it's really nice and shiny and clear. Here's that there. The middle notes are Moroccan rose, Egyptian jasmine, amberwood, and Indonesian patchouli, I believe it is. And your base notes are sandalwood, oak moss, white musk, and Madagascar vanilla. Now, with all that being said, it seems like it's going to be a sweet fragrance in my opinion. So let's open her up and see what it smells like. I personally do really like this fragrance. This is what the sprayer looks like if you've never seen one of these. Pretty cut and dry. There's really not too much to this otherwise. The bottom does have some text, if you can read that. But overall, let's give her a spray. Ooh, literally just sprayed the lens. I hope that didn't ruin my camera. Oh, it's a really nice fragrance. I've already told you what I think. Very nice fragrance. So, it's definitely sweet. It's in the category, in my opinion, of what I call the red fragrances, even though it's not red or anything like that. And that's just to liken it to the Baccarat Rouge 540s and things like that. When I wear this, though, it doesn't remind me of exactly Baccarat Rouge 540. They're not side by side. They're like dead comparisons. They're just in the same wheelhouse. Off the bat, excuse me, I smell something citrus. It could be, I'm not sure what it is. A little bit of citrus. It could be the mandarin, something like that. But I can also smell a little bit of a woodsy smell in there. And whatever that sweet thing is, could be the amber or vanilla. Yeah, it's just a really nice mix. Sometimes you get a fragrance and you put it to your nose, and right away you're like, oh, great, I just like it. For me, Instant Crush is one of those. I put this to my nose, and I just liked it. I do like the sweet fragrances. I like a lot of those, especially like Baccarat Rouge 540. The original Le Male from Jean-Paul Gaultier. And I just find them to be, pleasing, comforting. I'm also the type of person that, if you're lighting a candle in your house, I like the cookie candle. I don't really like the heavy vanilla candles, but I like the ones that smell like fresh baked goods. I like the ones that are rich. I like some of the musky ones, things like that. And a lot of that stuff is in this fragrance right here. Now, I want to say this sells for about $110, $120 if you can find it online, possibly shipped. You might be able to find it for a little bit more than that. Full retail somewhere, if you go through the fragrance community on Facebook, you can probably get it for under $120 shipped to your house. I definitely recommend it if you get a chance, get your nose in this fragrance. Not that you have to love it because I like it. Everyone's up to their own opinion, but yeah, it's very nice. Now, until, this is weird, and I don't know if you agree with this or not, or if this is something that's come up for you as well, but until I read the notes on this fragrance and realized that there was a rose note in there, I couldn't pick out the rose. Now that I know that that's in there, I can kind of pick that out a bit. It's very faint. It's not anything strong or overbearing on the rose side, and it actually just completes the fragrance from that sweetness to that floral, but it's not like a super pretty floral, if that makes any sense. Yeah, it's just a really nice fragrance. So if you like fragrances in the wheelhouse of Baccarat Rouge 540, definitely no latex smell. Doesn't have any of that kind of stuff. If you like those sweet fragrances, if you like what I've described here, sweet vanilla, amber, a little bit of woodsy in the background, and then you put in that mixture of that little bit of rose, then this one might be right up your alley. And that oak moss kicks in. I bet you when it dries down, it's even better. But the times I've worn this, I've gotten a couple compliments. Nothing crazy. I've only worn it, I think, 2 or 3 times overall outside of the house. Projection-wise, 2 to 4 hours. I want to say 2 to 3. It was a pretty good, solid projection. Everyone has these huge differences when they talk about how long the projection is. For me, though, with the amount of fragrance that I spray, they normally last 2 to 4 hours. And then overall, if you want to say, oh, I can still smell it, skin scent style, or like a little bit of a projection, you're probably getting 8 or so hours out of this. You might get more. I want to say when I put this on, I've gone to bed about 8 hours after, so I don't smell it after that. And the next morning, there's not a ton of carryover. I have smelled it on my clothing the next day, so if you're going to wear this and you want to have it project, it will last a little bit longer, just like any other time. Put a little bit on your clothing, and it will kick a little bit longer for you. But that's it. Mancera, Instant Crush. That one's a really nice fragrance. If you haven't had a chance to get your nose on it, I definitely recommend doing it. For me, it'll always be in my collection as long as I don't run out of it and they stop producing it for some reason. And for me, it's even backup bottle worthy. But I really do like those 3 fragrances. So that's a wrap for Mancera's Instant Crush. I guess you get from my little explanation that I really do like this fragrance. And it's definitely a winner for me. If you want to get your nose on it, I definitely recommend getting a sample or a decant first to get a chance to try it out before you pick up the whole bottle. Blind buying a bottle can be a little bit scary, a little bit dangerous, but at the same time, that might be part of the fragrance community and or a game that you really enjoy. If you get the bottle and you didn't like it, it's a good chance you'll be able to get rid of it or trade it away to somebody else. Again, definitely recommend getting yourself a sample or a decant first, because it's a pretty big purchase to get there without having any idea what it truly smells like to your nose. With that being said, do me a favor if you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button down below, like, comment, and or share this video. Have you ever tried Instant Crush? Have you tried anything else from the House of Mancera? If you haven't tried Instant Crush, put the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this fragrance if you've tried it. Let me know if you're planning on trying it or if you've ordered it and it's coming to you now. If you like it, love it, or hate it, that's fine too. Share the information. If you think there's something else I should get my nose on from the House of Mancera, throw those compliments down below too, because I love interacting with each and every one of you. And remember, if you're making the world a better place, just one spray at a time, then to me, you're just making sense. Until next time.